Well, here's something we haven't said in a while. Hello.
Hello.
We're back.
Look at that. Everybody in place. Every square is filled.
Last Tuesday was such a tease.
Yeah, it's so weird because last week, so we didn't work Monday, we came back Tuesday, and then you guys did it without me on Wednesday.
We attempted.
No stream.
Yeah.
And then the boss just kind of came in and said, nope, just
Yeah.
So did Double L and Reed fill in together?
No, so Reed just started. He was like 6 to 10, and then Lois was or 6 to 12. They just kind of extended their normal shifts.
Okay. Well, anyway, I was in Camp COVID, and I'm back now.
I'm happy to have you back.
Thank you. Yeah. Thanks for all the well wishes out there. I heard from many of you.
Mm-hmm.
And it was strange. If what the common thing on this version of it is that it doesn't seem to be as harsh. I'd say that's what I felt. I felt like I had a cold.
Yeah,
so
that's what I've been hearing.
And it wasn't in my nose, it wasn't in my lungs, but it was in my sinuses.
Yeah, which you don't have the best sinuses anyway. You get allergies really bad, so that's probably why it hit you harder.
But it was like my hearing would plug up, and when I would blow my nose, it sounded like they were torturing a witch or something.
That's so bizarre.
It's this weird squeaking, like my ear wanted to pop and it wouldn't.
Ugh.
So yeah.
Ben, I have never been more aware of the way I sneeze now since having that conversation with you.
Yeah, we had a conversation. Sneezing. We'll talk about it on the radio, I think, later this week.
Yeah.
I got in a fight with the girlfriend.
How to sneeze.
Yeah, about the way I sneeze. I'm like, the way I sneeze is the way I sneeze. No, you shouldn't sneeze like that.
It's like your signature.
Mm-hmm.
You don't. I mean, some people work on theirs, I guess, but interessante.
But good to be back.
Yeah,
with our friends.
All of our friends. And Georgianne, let's see, is she on yet? She's usually one of the first people.
Yeah.
Well, we have to make sure when we see Georgianne pop up, we thank her. She sent us a Christmas card, and it had a gift card for Chick-fil-A in it.
Yeah. So we'll have to get Chick-fil-A this week for breakfast.
Chick-fil-A. I could eat there 7 times a day. Yeah. Tim Hawkins, funny comedian from the Tim and Willie era, and he did a song called Chick-fil-A. It's very popular. And I wrote him a joke.
What was it?
I said, before you do your Chick-fil-A song, you should say this. I go, you know why Chick-fil-A's are closed on Sundays? It's so they can give the chickens one more day to be with their families before they murder them.
So sad.
I like the joke somebody said. Like whenever an NFL coach gets fired, like he's like Chick-fil-A. Ain't gonna be working on Sunday.
No more Sunday work for you.
Ouch. Now I just want Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I got fired from Chick-fil-A, but it's cool because now I can work on Sundays at Hobby Lobby. What? What?
You know what baffles me about Hobby Lobby is that they still don't have scanners for their stuff. The cashiers still have to like type in manually the stuff. It's wild. That would drive me to quit.
That's insane.
And they have to know, like, because you know everything at Hobby Lobby is like some percentage off, so they have to know all of those. Seems wild.
And what's also interesting is that at least in my neighborhood, there's 2 different locations of Hobby Lobby with a Michael's right next door to it.
Oh,
I have to say,
they probably like beef with each other.
That's the Crafts corridor right there.
Yeah.
That's it.
I've never been in a Hobby Lobby. How is it different than Michael's?
So I usually go to those 2 for very different reasons. Michael's, I usually go if I need some sort of craft type thing. And I know Hobby Lobby has that. Hobby Lobby, for me at least, is more decorative. Like if I need a sign or Christmas decorations, like they're more like that. The one that's really expensive though is Joann's. Joann's is very expensive.
Go rob him with a hot glue gun.
Who says we don't talk about female things these days?
You know, so the con is a seamstress.
And very talented one.
Very talented. And I've spent a great portion of my life waiting in the car for her in the parking lot of a Joann's because I had a thing for knickknacks. So I'm big and kind of lumbering, and she decorated our house and it looked beautiful, but she would always have knickknacks on the wall that I would at some point brush up against and knock down or ruin. And I felt like Michael's was like the center of it was like the Death Star of all knickknacks.
Yeah.
And so I went into one with her once and I got so triggered that I still have PTSD, which is weird because that's where I buy the frames for my cereal art.
Yeah.
Anyway, I tried to go into a Joann fabric with her one time. It was just like, I can't.
I did have to go in there for a tape measure or a measuring tape, whatever you want to call it.
If you took a Joann fabric and picked it up and just shook it wildly and then set it back down, upside down, that's called sass fabrics. Have you ever been to a sass fabrics?
No, I've never even heard of it.
It's like a chaotic, disorganized Joann fabric.
That's funny.
It is.
Is there one in Arizona?
There's about 3 or 4 of them around. Yeah.
That's interesting.
The new thing is to make candles. Susan went Saturday with her daughter and they made candles. They have these stores and strip malls that you go and you just get all the ingredients and you make your own candle. I'm like,
man,
why don't you just buy the candle?
It's not the same. Your DIY crafting places is very in right now.
That's very. One time for Pecan's birthday, we went to the Pinterest place.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Enough women talk.
About to say.
What
the hell is that?
Ben, I want you to back sell sand in my boots right here. I'll solicit.
Morgan Wallen, sand in my boots. 1025 KNIX. Good morning.
I'll get your mic turned on eventually there, Ben.
Well, that's all right.
My first day back. So we want to play the Pyramid of Winning next. We need 2 people at 602-260 KNIX. Really cool prize. Hannah has all the details in just a second, but we're going to send you to Vegas to see Shania.
Yeah.
1025 KNIX. 602-260 KNIX. 2 people right now. There she is. Georgianne.
Hi, Georgianne. We got your Christmas card.
Got your card, and we got your Chick-fil-A, and thank you so much. Feel so loved.
Heather is, I guess, asking when Brooke is coming back. There's a lot of exclamation marks,
yeah,
which I won't take personally. We think she'll probably be back next week sometime.
Yeah. They're just waiting to get baby Bo enrolled in college and drop him off. And okay. Are we ready for the pyramid? Let me see here.
Thanks, Heather. I love you too. I know it feels like she's been gone for so long.
I know, and
and we really haven't talked to her much because we can't.
No, we couldn't.
So,
but it's weird. It seemed like 3 months. It's going to be forever, and it just seemed like it went by.
I know. Well, we had a lot going on in those 3 months.
We did. Susan loves sass, but am I right? It's like a less organized Joann fabric.
Oh, thanks, Susan. I like Susan's glasses.
Let's see Susan's glasses.
She's got cute little blue glasses.
Looks like, and now here's Susan Powell Smith with the news.
Line 1 is Angela in Goodyear with Hannah.
Okay.
Line 4 is Nikki in Glendale with Ben.
Okay.
On the TV right now, who should pay for the first date?
Oh. Well.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've been on a first date.
Isn't it generally thought that the guy would pay for the...
I think whoever asked the person on the date should pay.
Oh.
Which in this day and age, girls, do your thing.
Okay, here we go.
It's now time for Tim Ben and Brooks' Pyramid of Winning!
Wow, this is a cool prize. Shania Twain's been up there in Vegas doing her residency, and we're going to send people there. Tell them what they're going to win, Hannah.
They're going to win 2 tickets to her show at Zappos Theater. Plus, we're going to hook you up with a hotel for the night and a $50 gas gift card to get yourself up there.
How cool.
It's a whole little trip.
What's the name of the theater?
Zappos.
So
It's the shoe play, the
you get
shoe
a free
website.
pair of shoes. Oh, man.
Would that be crazy
That'd
if you had
be
to take
cool.
your shoes off?
Yeah, really.
Right.
And then
At the door.
You take your shoes off, and then they sell them on the web.
That's exactly what they're
What the
running.
hell
a
happened to my
scheme.
shoes?
I knew it.
Anyway,
Anyways,
we are going to start with Hey Hey Hannah and
let's do it.
Hey Hey Angela.
Hi, Angela.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am fabulous now that Tim Patrick is back.
Oh, that's the nicest thing. That's the nicest thing anybody said to me since I was driving for Lyft over the holidays, and somebody got into my truck and said, "Man, you smell much better than our last Lyft driver."
Oh,
Mhm.
that's good.
And I went, "Thank you for that. I appreciate it." Okay, Angela and Hannah, 30 seconds on the pyramid clock to name as many office supplies. Office supplies, 30 seconds, go.
You write with this, it has ink.
Pen.
You cut with these.
Scissors.
You write on this. It's a piece of.
Paper.
Yep. It's kind of like a marker, but it's usually like bright yellow or bright pink.
Highlighter.
Yep. This keeps papers together.
Staple. Stapler.
Yep. This is like sticky. You can put it on to hold things.
Tape.
Yep. This is something with lead in it. You write with it.
Pencil.
Yep.
Whoa.
Nice job,
Whoa.
Angela.
Look at go.
For a Monday, we were on
Man.
it. Good job.
Angela, do you work at a Home Depot? Because I think that was pretty good. Ben,
Yeah.
how many to beat? That was 7.
7?
You need 8, Ben.
Oh, can I just go home?
No, you got 8 once, didn't
You
you?
did. You
I
can
did.
do it.
I did.
All right.
You're right. Right. Come on. Let's
Say
do it.
hello to Nikki. Hi, Nikki.
Hello.
All right. You and Ben are going to try to beat 7. 8 to win. You got 30 seconds to name as many kitchen supplies. Kitchen supplies, 30 seconds, go.
Forks, knives, spoons. They're considered to be
Utensils.
the other one. Gold and
Silverware.
yep, you got it. Okay. If you want to see how much water you put into a recipe, you put it into this device. It's got ounces on it.
Blender.
No.
Measuring cup.
Yep. Okay. Oregano, thyme, rosemary. They are all.
Spices.
Yes. Okay. You cut your food with a.
Knife.
Okay. You put your food on this and cut and use a knife to. Yep. Okay. The green beans.
Oh, you know what? That was.
Vegetables?
Are you going for vegetables, Ben?
Can opener.
Oh, well, there you go. Guess what? Hey, Hey, Hannah has just won Angela a trip up to see Shania Twain.
Let's go, girls.
You go, girl. All right.
Woohoo.
1025 KNIX. It's the Tim Menenbrook Show with Hey Hey Hannah. We're going to do our Monday morning draft in tribute to America's TV dad from Full House, Bob Saget, coming up.
So here's not something funny, but it reminds me of Full House. So when I grew up watching Full House, I was a young kid.
Mhm.
The thing I remember specifically is anytime like the girls would get in trouble or whatever, they'd get sent up to their room. Danny would always come into their room and
Yeah.
like talk to them, and
Yeah.
every single time. So whenever I got sent to my room, I was like, they better come into my room like Danny Tanner. And they never, my parents are very more like, let them cool down. They'll come to us when
Yeah.
they're ready type thing. But I was always so
Aw.
mad that I'm like, Danny Tanner would have came into my room.
That's so funny. When all my kids were young adults,
Mhm.
I think I still had, our baby was still at home, but a niece of ours was getting married in Santa Clara, south of San Francisco. And I told all my kids that they had to go. It was mandatory. They had to get out of whatever they had that weekend. And we flew over there as a family. And the reason, I wanted to go to this family wedding, but the main reason I wanted to go is I just wanted to spend a day with my kids as grown-ups in San Francisco. And it
Yeah.
was the greatest day.
Yeah.
And we did everything, but
What'd you do?
including, we did all the San Francisco stuff, right? The cable car and
Mhm.
Ghirardelli's chocolate and all the sites, but we did go to that park where the painted ladies are.
Oh yeah.
Da, 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 da. I got a picture of
Mhm.
my son didn't care, but my daughters all did. They thought that
Yeah.
was really cool.
That's neat.
Yeah.
It's iconic. Those houses.
Yeah. Terry says the guy.
I mean, I think technically a guy should pay, but I think look, if I'm asking a guy out, I think I should be the one that pays.
Interesting.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't saying she's a gold digger. Kevin Robinson, my God.
Who's Kevin Robinson?
A longtime radio pal of mine.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Legend in the business. I believe Kevin Robinson is the one who invented not 10 in a row, but another 10 in a row. That's his now another 10 in a row. You can thank Kevin Robinson for that.
I love it.
Tip of the hat to you, sir.
Instead of 20 in a row, another 10.
Once, gosh. Okay, so on what is now the Mountain, right? 95.5?
Mhm.
Okay, it was Y95 at the time. And we were trying everything, slinging it out there. And we did a 95 in a row overnight.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot.
And we got the guy who was the voice of ABC, Ernie Anderson. Remember that guy, Ben?
Yeah.
He'd be the guy that would be like, tonight on the Love Boat. Then on a must-see MacGyver.
Ernie Anderson.
What? Joe Caruso? What? It's all the radio legends are checking it. I think they maybe heard I had COVID and thought I died. Anyway, yeah, Joe Caruso in Chicago. And Kevin was on in Chicago. What? Damn. I tell people, I have not had a good radio career. I have had 5 of them. Somehow.
Not many people can say that.
No, I've had more than I've ever deserved, for sure. Good morning. Yeah, Bob Saget kind of came in and took over for Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Because Cosby was America's dad. Hannah, you haven't been on the show to hear me say that. I look to Bill Cosby as a model, as a role model to be a dad. Because it was right before Connie and I started having kids.
Yeah.
Some of our friends were. I was pretty scared about it.
Uh-huh.
But we watched the Cosby Show and I go, I like his no nonsense. He kind of has a sarcastic and funny attitude towards things.
Look,
And
when you're there's no shame in that because when you were watching it, you didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I was playing the character, you see.
Okay. And then we're going to do will we do the draft right after? Ben Baxell getting down on the farm.
One and 2.5 KNX, an all-time favorite there for Tim McGraw. Get down on the farm.
Don't do it. Don't talk about hay or I'll start sneezing. Then we will have to clear the building. We don't want that here. It's the Tim Ben and Brooks Show with Hey Hannah. Coming up in just a couple songs, we've got a keyword that could get you $1,000 New Year's bonus from KNIX. Yep, 25 after all day long. Listen all day at that time and enter all day every time, right?
Yep.
Nothing against that in the rules.
Easy peasy.
All right. Become a millionaire listening to KNIX. And then we're going to do our Monday morning draft.
Yeah, so for our draft today, we're going to do our favorite 90s TV shows.
Yeah.
Which I will say, I feel like the 90s TV shows were like the time of the TV dad. Because if you think about it, I mean,
Yeah.
Cosby was a little bit earlier than
A little
90s.
bit earlier, yeah.
But like you think of Mr. Winslow from Family Matters
yeah.
and, you know, the dad from Fresh Prince.
Oh, yeah.
Sparrow.
Carl Winslow.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what got him famous?
That non-Christmas movie,
Die Hard. Just want to let you know.
Oh, yeah.
What-
He was the cop in Die Hard.
Yep. That's what got him famous. So proving again the total supremacy and greatness of
What was the
Die Hard.
lineup called on Friday nights on ABC?
TGIF.
TGIF.
Yeah.
And then Snick on Nickelodeon.
Okay.
Then Thursday was must see TV, right?
Thursday was must see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man. You know why I'm not going to win this one?
What?
Because I never do, except I won the very last one of 2021.
You did?
And
No,
so
Hannah won it.
No, he won it.
I haven't done it. Hannah won it.
No, remember he did a victory lap.
Oh, that's right. Then okay, then I must have wrote it down wrong. Then Hannah's got the third pick,
Okay.
and then Tim's got the fourth pick.
Who's got the first? Me?
I do.
You do.
He
I took-
tanked it.
I took Christmas movies, and I took my favorite Christmas movies: Bad Santa,
Boy.
Die Hard.
Bad Santa. I'm just looking, I'm going through a list of the greatest TV shows from the 90s.
Power Rangers. I did watch Power Rangers a lot.
I love the Power Rangers.
So here's a fun story for you. So
Okay.
I grew up in Seattle. So growing up, we always did earthquake drills. We learned about earthquakes a lot. Well, up until like fourth grade, I was absolutely terrified of earthquakes. I would cry in class, whatever. And then they sent me to the guidance counselor to figure this out. And they said it's because I watched the Power Rangers. I was like, no, or you're literally teaching me that our city's going to drop into the ocean. So I had to stop watching Power Rangers.
You know what's
evidently.
weird about that is my best friend, Evan, that his family had all these Time Life series books, which were like kind of like encyclopedias,
Mhm.
but they were about there's some on natural disasters.
Mhm.
And we would sit fascinated turning the pages of the ones about tornadoes and hurricanes. And
Mhm.
I used to have tornado and hurricane nightmares as a
Yeah.
kid.
Scary.
Like really vivid. Yeah.
Well, and you're being told the worst case scenarios as a kid. And
Yeah.
I didn't really get over my fear until I was actually in an earthquake. And then I was like,
Wow.
it's not so bad. I mean, granted, they weren't very big, but
The Power Rangers.
go,
It's the
go, Power Rangers.
You know, I did.
I was the Pink Ranger for Halloween probably 3 or 4 years in a row.
Oh, Pink Ranger.
Huh?
Oh,
What are you
Yeah,
kids
right
doing here?
Right there.
You haven't by any chance seen a
Never
morphological
saw
being
Power.
lurking around here?
Morphological being?
Yeah.
What the heck is that? Wait a second. Did it look something like this?
Ew, gross.
Too kind. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the galactically feared, globally reviled, universally despised. They call me Ivan Ooze.
You obviously don't know who you're dealing with.
Really?
Yeah, we're the Power Rangers.
Woo! Where's my autograph book? Ah!
where's my autograph book?
Yeah, I feel like 90s was such a great time for sitcoms and stuff like that. I feel like we don't have as many of those anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah,
that-
Georgiana, I'm telling you.
They have to be shows we watched, right?
I believe so.
We can't just go for the win and go, oh,
No,
yeah,
Ben.
Dawson's Creek.
Seventh Heaven.
All the women love Dawson's Creek.
I did watch Seventh Heaven a lot though.
Oh, Seventh Heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Another great TV dad.
Yeah. And didn't one of the daughters go on to marry Justin Timberlake?
Yep, Jessica Biel. That was the only. I actually did not like her in Seventh Heaven, but Oh, Beryl, there's your story about the deer. Wild. It's a commercial.
Did you ever watch Daria? Daria.
A spin-off of Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I like him so don't know what to pick. Little House on the Prairie. I remember they used to always come on right after when I would get home from school.
Da, 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 da. Let's see. Gosh.
Yeah, Seventh Heaven Dad was a good TV dad. Not so much in real life, though.
Oh, was he not?
Yeah, he was canceled.
Well, just have a seat next to Mr. Cosby.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Where's my draft parts? Here we go.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
What?
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Walker. On a don't miss Walker, Texas Ranger.
And this was before the time of DVR, and like you had to actually be there to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Married with Children. Oh, Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Yep.
Gosh, there's 100 shows on this
There's
list.
so many.
And most of them I have not seen.
Really?
Yeah. Well, okay, that one's going to win for whoever picks it. Shoot. Okay. Boy Meets World. Okay. .1025 KNIX. It's the Tim Benenbrook Show with Hey Hannah. And after last week when I was in Camp COVID, we've not done a draft in this new year of 2022.
We haven't.
Now, what's kind of fun about that is I won the last draft of 2021. So I'm the reigning champion for just a little bit longer.
Wow. Is your head sore from wearing the crown so long?
The neck is just a little bit sore. Listen, we thought in honor of the fact, the sad news that Bob Saget passed away over the weekend, and he was only 65. Then doesn't seem like there's any kind of foul play or drugs or any of that, but he was in a hotel room, had just performed the night before, and seemed excited to go on his tour, and just like that. So because he was America's TV dad with the Full House series, we thought we would pick the best 90s TV shows, and that's what we're doing with our Tim Benenbrook draft.
Tim Benenbrook are drafting. Play along and pick one of the 3 topics they decide to choose. Tim Benenbrook are drafting. Play along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
He is our commissioner of the draft, Barrel Boy.
I have the first pick, and I'm going to take Full House.
Full House.
I feel like you should get a bonus points if you can sing the theme songs to all of these.
Do it.
I can't sing anything.
Everywhere you look.
I just know that they had those houses in San Francisco that I went by. That's cool. Real houses. All right, Benjo.
All right, you said we got to make sure we watch these shows.
Yes.
I was gonna say Friends, just because. Okay, that's gonna win.
What's your
because I'm gonna take Seinfeld because I actually like that show.
All right, good song, good pick,
Yep.
great pick.
Yep.
Hannah.
I'm gonna go with Friends.
Friends.
There you go. I knew it.
I haven't heard of that.
All right, Tim, you have your first and your second pick.
Oh no.
Here we go.
All right, ER.
Ooh, some George Clooney. Good pick.
I like it.
Go with a drama.
And then my next pick, I'm going to go with that 70s show.
Ooh.
In the 90s, but it was that 70s show.
Good, good.
All right, good. All right, Hannah.
I'm going with Saved by the Bell.
Ooh,
good
Ah, Zach Morris.
Ben.
Everybody loves Raymond.
Ooh,
good one.
Yeah.
There were so many good 90s shows. This is
I know.
tough.
All right, I will take Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Ooh, good one.
Oh, boy.
Yo.
And I'm going to wrap it up with Home Improvement.
Ah, dang it. So good. I had such a crush on Zachary Ty Bryan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All
Is he
right.
the one who just couldn't wait to be king?
No, that's Jonathan Taylor
Oh.
Thomas.
Sorry. You can't name two kids stars with 3 names and can't expect me to keep them apart. There's no way.
Ben, your last pick.
Beavis and Butthead.
You know.
Oh,
You
no.
know it's coming from you.
Shut up.
Okay, for my last pick, I was gonna go with Are You Afraid of the Dark because I love that show, but I gotta go with Boy Meets World.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's what I was on the fence with. And Tim, your last one.
Okay.
Oh no.
My third favorite show from the 90s.
Make it good.
Angry Beavers.
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember the show?
Nickelodeon, right?
Nickelodeon.
Yep.
The one beaver, one of the brothers was dumb, but the other beaver was hilarious.
That was the same time as like Cat Dog and
Yeah,
Hey
Cat
Arnold.
Dog.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Thank you for at least affirming that I'm not crazy.
You're
There's
not crazy.
Angry Beavers.
What is that? I've never even heard of it.
You would love this show, Ben. It's the 90s. All right. We'll recap them coming up. KNIX. Yeah.
That's funny.
The Angry Beavers. Thank you, Samantha.
Oh, did she remind you of that one?
No, but
Oh.
okay, Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yep.
Okay. The cat, the black cat on that
Mhm.
show was also the
Salem?
voice. Yeah. Salem was the voice of the funny Angry Beaver.
Interesting. Gosh, Sabrina was good. Clarissa Explains It All was good.
Angry Beavers.
Cat Dog, Ben,
Mhm.
was a cartoon about a half cat, half dog. They were like spliced together in the middle
Ah.
and facing the opposite
Obviously.
directions.
I was gonna say Elf, but that was the 80s.
Oh,
Ah.
yeah.
Yeah.
I killed
Doug
myself.
was another good.
Doug, I know,
Mhm.
Doug and Rugrats.
You could almost do a whole nother one of just animated.
Yeah.
All the guys
I'm
are
gonna-
choosing barrels.
I'm gonna lose. I know I'm last.
I don't know. I think it's going to come down to Hannah and I.
I think so too.
Friends is
Hannah,
Friends is a solid
luck.
play.
I got you.
I would have picked it, but like you said, you had to watch it.
Thanks. I
Ren.
But you
appreciate
got a
it.
great one in
Ben.
Seinfeld, Ben.
I
Yeah.
know, but Friends trump Seinfeld any day of the week.
I don't
with
know.
the listeners. Didn't we have it? Like we had another draft where the
Seinfeld's
Friends.
massive.
It is. It's considered the greatest sitcom of all times on a lot of lists. But girls don't like Seinfeld. Girls like Friends. I loved Everybody Loves Raymond because I don't think there was a sitcom that mirrored real life marriage better than that show.
The mom on that show.
Deborah.
Mhm.
Deborah. She had a show. We watched it a lot. It was Rick was their little kid. And
Oh yeah. That was actually a pretty good show.
yeah, it was a good show. Yes, I took the crown everywhere with me, which was nowhere.
Angry Beavers.
Oh, Alexander Hamilpeck.
Yeah.
I watched, and don't ask me why I watched it, but Joe Millionaire on Fox. Have you seen that?
love Joe
Is it the new-
Millionaire.
is
The,
it the new
the new
one?
one.
Oh, I
The
want to
guy,
watch it.
the guy looks like a long-haired Alexander Hamilpeck.
Oh, I gotta see it.
Spitting image.
I watched the first one That was the one where the guy pretends to be a millionaire, like
Yeah.
a dating show, and then it turns out he
He's-
falls in love, and then he says, "I'm just a
Right.
schmuck."
So this one's
different.
They have two men. One is a millionaire. One is not a millionaire.
Oh boy.
And the women have to decide which one they want to fall in love with.
Oh boy.
Right. The audience knows.
Oh, you do find out?
Yeah, we know which one it is. The audience knows. The one who is not the millionaire looks like Alexander Hamilton.
That's funny.
I could have gone with Wonder Years.
Oh, yeah.
So the original Wonder Years, Joe Millionaire, when that show was over, we flew him in to be on the show as a secret Santa.
Remember the name Rick Rockwell?
Mm-hmm.
He was the original. What was the show? It was about the millionaire. And
Yeah.
Deborah, what's her name? You get married basically at the end of the show. You're getting married on the show.
What's the show where the woman in LA tries to find date women who are looking for millionaires?
Oh,
Millionaire
Matchmaker.
Matchmaker.
Yeah. Ben, what was your last one? Oh, Beavis and Butthead.
Which is going to lose me the whole thing. But I loved it. I love that show so much.
Susan, The
Made me laugh.
Middle. That was it. Yeah. Thank you, Kathy. The Middle is a great show. I got to be honest. As much as people love Seinfeld and also Friends, the show to me that was the greatest show in my family was Modern Family. Love that show.
I never got into it, and I don't know why, because I love those type of shows.
Yeah.
So
It was just so irreverent, and it's so relatable on a bunch of different fronts. So I really, really love Modern Family. Here's what's going to happen. Ben, you're going to backsell All American Girl.
Okay.
Feeny.
Carrie Underwood, All American Girl, 1025 KNIX. Tim Ben Brook. Hannah's in. Good morning.
I'll tell you what, I feel like the happiest girl in the whole USA
Why?
to get to be back here on the show.
Oh.
And I was in Camp COVID for a week. It's funny. Last week, we came back on Tuesday. After the show, Barrel Boy said, hey, we should probably just make sure we're all up to speed. Hannah's never done the show from home with us before. Let's do a little dry run that afternoon. So we all got connected, on the stream, just in case, just because it looked like this Omicron thing was kind of catching wildfire. And sure enough, while we're doing the little test stream, I test positive for it.
You literally texted like, this is not a drill.
This is not a drill.
Oh my gosh, what timing?
And so I spent the week, our boss just kind of stepped in and said, you know what? Get over this, come back healthy. We'll put it together rather than try to limp along and do it from home, whatever. So, and I appreciated that, but I tell you what, I don't do well being sick and at home. Some people are like, oh, finally I get a break. I'm watching TV. I lose my mind.
Well, and we had just come back from being gone for like 2 weeks. So if this would have happened in like July, you probably would have embraced it a little more, but
probably. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're back.
Thank you. It's good to be back. And also, the symptoms I had seemed like kind of a generic cold.
Little COVID, Alka-Seltzer COVID relief.
A little bit, And I think, I was trying to put this in perspective. I think I actually had the original COVID like in 1989. 1989 or maybe earlier.
You were patient zero.
I was. They called it mono. I think they misdiagnosed it back then. I think that was actually COVID. OG. I was patient zero. I was like the monkey with it.
You're playing tonsil hockey and got it.
Well, I'm very happy that you're back.
Thank you very much, Hannah. It is good to see all of you, and it's good to be back with the KNX family. And also today we're kicking off this $1,000 New Year's bonus. So got to be listening at 25 after. This isn't when you text in. You go to our website, KNX Country, and you just enter there with a couple of clicks.
Super easy.
Yeah, and you can do it every time we play 25 after all day.
You can become a thousandaire.
A thousandaire. Yoo-hoo! All right. It's the Tim Ben and Brooke Show with Hey Hannah. Oh, one more note. Brooke. We think Brooke will be back early next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're putting it all back together. 102.5 KNIX. All right. Now, we're switching to 3 real quick, guys, because I got to tape our 50 break so I can jump on Fox 10. 10 again. I think maybe we'll talk about Oh,
what?
That's where I should have played my song. God dang it. Play it here, All right.
Are we saying goodbye?
We're not saying goodbye just
Not
yet.
yet.
Knowing you. Kenny Chesney. Hannah, you're going to backsell it. Can you do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Kenny Chesney. Kenny Chesney, knowing you on 102.5 KNIX.
I feel so honored. Ben made me a song about coming back. Listen.
Oh.
Guess who's back? Back again. Tim Hattrick's back. Tell a friend. It was known he stayed home because of Omicron. Now he's back. Now he's back. Now he's back. Now he's back.
Thank you, Ben. That is the sweetest thing you've ever done for me, man.
You're very welcome.
The beginning of that song, though, I thought we were going a different way for a second.
Yeah, I am the real Tim Shady.
Yeah, you have it.
And by the way, one more thing. People asked, did I lose my sense of taste or smell? And I didn't. I can taste and smell everything. I did lose my sense of fashion. So
I was about to say, that's a taste right there. Yeah.
I have no taste.
Fashion taste.
102.5 KNIX. Stay tuned. 25 after. Coming up 8:25. We've got a $1,000 New Year bonus for you.
Hey, Barrel, what was your third pick?
Third pick, Barrel Boy.
Third pick was Home Improvement.
Oh yeah.
Home Improvement. Dang.
Full House, Fresh Prince, Home Improvement.
You win. Yo. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
It would have been more fitting if Ben would have picked Home Improvement with all of his.
Yeah, I should have watched that show.
Well, no, that's what was funny about it is that Tim he was the tool man, but he used to always mess things up.
That's right.
The 90s for me, like I never saw an episode of The Simpsons. I never saw Friends. I didn't see Seinfeld ever, just because that's when
you had kids.
I was in the tornado, and people would talk about it. And it wasn't until I started seeing them later at night, maybe 5-8 years out when they ran in syndication, that I was like, oh, now I get it. All right. Yes, I see. Okay. You guys, we're going to jump off because Hannah needs to slip into her Pink Ranger outfit. And thank you, Jennifer. And Little House on the Prairie, Old Tucson.
And hopefully we don't leave you guys for another week.
Yeah. One show a week. Yes, Jim Sim was on an episode of Seinfeld.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
On an episode.
Yes. I'll have to tell that story tomorrow.
Just in the audience.
Yay. All right. Be safe. Be good. We'll see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning. We love y'all.
Bye.
Peace, word to your mother.
Bye bye now.